Is broad targeting the way to go with your Facebook ads? This is the question that everyone is asking because you've probably heard that broad targeting works. But when you get into forming an ad set, sometimes it just seems like there's no way leaving this just completely open and not setting anything is going to beat putting in interest of the exact audiences that you're looking to sell to. So let me go ahead and explain to you the concept of open targeting or broad targeting, how to use it, when to know if it really is going to work best, and just like what I've seen actually work best, because I've been managing a lot of ad accounts this year. And I will tell you that open targeting, which is just leaving this blank, doing nothing for interest targeting. You can do age and gender and location, but everything is just blank otherwise, in custom audience and advanced detail targeting. Nothing there. That wins 75% of the time. And it has won in some crazy samples. I was running ads for wedding photographers. I ran ads for 9 different wedding photographers, and I tested this in about 3 or 4 of their accounts. When I am running ads for them, I'm obviously looking for engaged people. When I put engaged versus nothing won. Okay, that was the example that made me like, okay, this is pretty much always going to win, because this is not even engaged as an interest. This is engaged as a relationship status. Literally did not win compared to just writing an ad that says happy or congrats on your engagement, right? It has to say that. So this is the only other thing, the only caveat with running open targeting is that your ad, your caption needs to actually explain who you're trying to target and what you're trying to sell, so that when Facebook reads that, then it knows who to get your ad to, which is so beautiful because it really helps you refine what your copywriting should be in the right way. It should be very clear. It should be very matter of fact. It should be very just, hey, audience, want to get help with this problem, we can give you this solution at this price, is much more so what good marketing looks like right now. And that's how you want to write it, so that it finds the right people. So another example, recently I worked with someone who was selling pickleball paddles, and open targeting won instead of doing interested in pickleball. So doing this beat doing pickleball. And here is the beauty of open targeting. When open targeting wins, you don't ever have to do another ad set, because the ad set that is working is leaving everything completely open. Like literally all you would do is just add countries or maybe add ages. But otherwise, because open targeting is already winning, you don't have to do anything else. It's already completely open. So if interest-based targeting won, then you would have to say, okay, well, what other interests can we be testing? But the beauty of if open targeting wins, so be praying that it does for your industry, is that that's the only ad set that you have to do. So that is the cool thing with it. Now, how does my exact strategy go when I start a new campaign? I'm going to do 2 ad sets. And I did a video recently where I talked about a 3 ad set, configuration. And really that still stands true, because I'm going to test 2 audiences, but of 3 options. And they're the same 3 options I talked about before. One of them is open targeting, which is automatically selected. For the second audience, it's either going to be interest-based targeting or a lookalike audience. So to determine what you should do there, if you have like thousands of people who have purchased from you over the years, and then you make a lookalike audience of people who have purchased from you, that's probably a good idea to run, right? You probably would want to go up here and choose that lookalike audience of people who have bought from you, because you know, hey, this is probably pretty targeted. If you have an interest that is exactly what you are selling, like for the pickleball people, it's like, yeah, I mean, pickleball is just like a direct match. It's not us saying like, oh, well, sports, right? If pickleball was not an interest on here and I had to go off of sports, I would say, no, let's do a lookalike of your purchasers. Otherwise, though, because pickleball is in here, I would say, let's do the interest-based targeting. So it really just comes down to the interest that you have and then like whatever resources you have. So just kind of, weigh all that together to say, I think this is probably my next most targeted audience. And then for audience 1, it's going to be open targeting. And for audience 2, it's going to be either your lookalike or interest. Now, here's the deal. If interest targeting beats open targeting, well, that tells you to try other interests. If lookalike beats open targeting, what that would tell you to do is open up your lookalike more. So instead of a 1% lookalike, do a 2 or 3 or 5 and expand that way is what that would tell you to do. So hopefully your open targeting wins, which 75% and I believe probably 85-90% in 2025 is what we're going to be seeing. The open targeting wins. You just got to do that, and then you never have to touch ad set again. You just leave that open, or you're never trying to do a different audience. At least there's some other circumstances you'd create a different ad set, but you won't have to do anything other than open targeting because it's already completely open, and then you've written your ad in a way that Facebook knows how to go to. So the rumors are true. Trust it. Try open targeting. This is something that 100% of you need to do every single time is you test this, because hopefully it works for you, and then your audience equation is already figured out. You can just go right to testing your images and your captions right away with any ad campaigns that you come out with in the future, and it just saves you so much money in the testing phase. So that's what I've got for you in this video. If you could use more personalized help, book a complimentary consultation with me below, and I'll see you in the next video.